Hey traders, back to another very short mindset sharing. So just want to say this, because something happened recently, it makes me really wonder one thing. Like why do so many people actually think that being a kind person always has to do with doing charities, donating money, donating food or whatever. Yes, I do agree that if you have the financial ability to donate to help people, to make their life better, to make their day better, is always a good thing. But the scariest human being that I see has always been someone who have everything they ever wished, they ever wanted, but the only thing they do is to help other people, but they neglected their closest ones. To me, my closest ones has always been my wife, my kids, my parents, and also my parents-in-law, and obviously my brothers, my siblings, and yeah, my wife's siblings, etc. So that's one thing that I want to say, that I really want to highlight in this video, which is when you have achieved something, don't spend all your time looking left and right and you neglected that the person has been behind supporting you throughout your ups and downs, your struggle, your challenges. And right now you have achieved something. The only thing that you look for is, how can I do charity? But have you ever once asked yourself, what have you done to give back, to support, to lift up the closest ones that have been here supporting you when you had nothing? In Chinese we say 百善以孝为先. It simply means no matter how much good things you do, never neglect your parents, your loved ones, because those are people that have been there even if you have nothing. Back then or right now, they have never once asked you for any single penny or any single thing in return. Obviously, it depends on each of our family situation, but at least to me, my wife, my parents-in-law, they've always been very supportive, and they've always been here when I had nothing. So if let's say today I make a few $1,000,000, yeah, I'm blessed to have made a few $1,000,000, the person that I need to take care, cherish, and pamper the most have to be them. Why? For the past 2 year plus, I've been on my mission to help people. Let's not talk about me starting the trade club or whatever. I've been there helping people because I know that deep down my heart, I've done my very best to lift up, to elevate their quality of living of my loved ones, the people who meant the most to me. So once I have achieved that, once I have completed my task, my mission, I can then pursue on other bigger mission, which is helping other people. Been doing charities, been helping a lot of traders, been helping a lot of struggling individuals who approach me, giving them life advice, assisting them, giving them direction. And what's more important is me starting this YouTube channel and actually sharing my downs in the past, my past challenges, how did I overcome them, what was the mentality or mindset shift that I had to be at where I am right now. I know some of you might be watching this and saying, yo, you say that you're a humble person, what are you wearing, like a Richard Mille? Why do you wear all these fancy things? Hey, come on. These are my personal side hobby. As long as I do my very best to do my job as a husband, as a son, as a father, and most importantly, as a mentor, as a teacher of hundreds and hundreds or thousands of you who are watching my channel, I've completed my task. However indulgence that I want, however whatever side hobby that I have, these are up to myself. You can't really bring this into the conversation just because you can't achieve it, right? So yeah, just want to make this video to really share with all of you what I've been thinking, especially when I was doing my I spent a lot of time thinking every single day. Some of you may call me overthinking, but really I spent a lot of time thinking about life, thinking about everything that has been happening surrounding me. Like I said before, I've seen people who literally bought a Mercedes, a really nice car, but when something goes wrong with their surrounding, with their closest one, they're unable to even give or to lend a small hand. Why? Because all their money has all been gone to their own indulgence, has all been gone to their friends, to the parties, to the enjoyment, and then what's left? Pennies. Then only it goes to the closest ones. In Chinese again, 百善以孝为先. Please don't forget. 当你有了全部东西，当你有了你达到了人生一个高峰，一个目标，别忘了你身边最亲的人，因为一个忘恩一个忘根的人是不会有好下场的。Translate to English means when you have achieved everything that you wanted, everything that you wished for, when you are granted with all the achievements that you want, if you forget your loved ones, if you actually forget or take things for granted, that there's been a lot of people who behind supporting you endlessly when you have nothing, giving you that kind of perpetual love, unconditional love, then whatever that you have achieved, you may still end up losing all of them. Especially these days when I see all these social media flooding with people doing charities and all of that. I really appreciate that. And I personally feel like doing charitable things, these are really good because we need more of this kind of people. But one thing that you may not know is a lot of them are doing for views. And a lot of them are, let's not talk about sincerity because this is not something that we know. If we don't know, we can't judge. But what I can say is a lot of these are doing for the sake of views, for the sake of marketing. What's really going behind the scene, you really wouldn't know. So let's not judge someone's kindness or whatnot by what kind of charity they're doing, but instead, are they really being a good person, a kind person? Have they taken care of their loved ones, the closest ones? Then we can talk about helping other people. Because no matter what matters the most is always your closest ones. Then when you have more ability, when you're able to reach out to more audience, to more people, when you're able to have more financial ability and also time or energy to help other people, then you reach out to other people to spread kindness. And that to me is my own life principle. I could be wrong as you're watching this, but still, never forget your closest ones. Never forget the one that has been with you since you have nothing, when you're zero, literally zero. What makes me right here today has always been gratitude, and I count my blessing a lot. I count my blessing every single day, and this is one of the key reasons why I can be at where I am right now. Okay, so that's it for the, I'm not even sure is this a mindset sharing or life sharing or principle sharing, but I hope all of you learn something new, or if you enjoy it, yeah, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Bye bye.